Happy Super Bowl Sunday across the Midlands. So far, we've just been dealing with some light scattered showers on and off throughout our Sunday, but we've had some fairly dry weather. So if you needed to run out to the grocery store to get those last minute things for the big game, you were able to do that without too much of an issue. But we do think as we push later on into the night, probably as you're leaving the parties, that's when the heavier showers will begin to make their way into the Midlands, and then we'll continue to see more of that activity throughout the day on Monday. So let's get right into that forecast. A first alert weather day for tonight and throughout the day Monday for the possibility for that heavy rain moving in, and it's going to be waves of heavy rain. So we are thinking heavy rain, likely the main concern with this, but we can't rule out a few stronger storms that could be embedded with some of those heavier showers over the next 24 hours. So a lot that we want you to be paying attention to. So definitely just be weather aware for the next 24 hours into late tomorrow night before things begin to quiet down. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has bumped us now up to that level 2 or a slight risk for the possibility of some stronger storms tomorrow morning. The main concern will be the gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour, but a brief spin-up tornado cannot be ruled out. And you can see that pretty much encompasses most of South Carolina. And as we zoom in, you can see the entire region of the Midlands is now under that level 2, which puts us at about a 15% chance that we could see some stronger, the severe storms tomorrow afternoon. So definitely want you to still be very much weather aware, not only for the heavy rain and some flooding, but also for the possibility for a couple stronger storms, maybe even a brief spin-up tornado like we saw with that system a couple weekends ago where we had a couple of those brief spin-up tornadoes did form. So that's something we will be watching over the next 24 hours. So definitely make sure you're staying weather aware. Here's a better look at the severe risk. Again, heavy rain, that's the biggest thing that we're really honed in on through tonight and into tomorrow. We got that all the way up to the high category. Damaging winds, we'll call that about a slight risk, and then the tornado and hail threat looks to be on the lower side. We can't completely rule it out, but we're not too worried about that. But definitely the damaging winds and really the heavy rain is the biggest thing we're paying attention to. And because of the heavy rain, the Storm Prediction Center has even placed most of the Midlands now under that chance for a flood watch, which goes until late tomorrow night. So just something to keep in mind that, yes, they really think heavy rain is going to be the biggest thing. So they have already gone ahead and preemptively put out the flood watch to kind of let people know, yes, definitely watch out for those low-lying areas that could collect waters and ponding on the roadways throughout the day tonight and into much of the day on Monday. Here's a look at the current radar, and again, just dealing with some scattered light showers mainly across southern portions of the viewing area through Orangeburg, Calhoun, over into Sumter and Clarendon County. So Orangeburg, St. Matthews, Sumter, Manning, you're still dealing with some of those lighter showers kind of streaming into the area, but it's not too heavy. The rest of us just dealing with the clouds and maybe a few sprinkles from time to time. But looking at the bigger picture, you can see we got that bigger cluster of showers and storms moving out of Alabama, pushing into Georgia with a lot of thunder and lightning. We'll be really keeping a close eye on that, and that's what could arrive within the next 3 to 4 hours. So as we get closer to 9, 10, 11 o'clock, that cluster just to the south of Atlanta could be moving in, giving us that first wave of some heavier rain along with some thunderstorms. And then we got that system back towards Jackson, Mississippi, and into Louisiana. That's with the main area of low pressure. That's what then is going to continue to bring us the chance for rain even into our Monday. So you can see, got a couple different systems that we're watching here. So Futurecast times it out, brings that wave that's across Georgia into our region, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. This does weaken it some, but wouldn't be surprised if we even get a few thunderstorms later on this evening, but definitely some steadier, moderate to even heavy rain at that. That's when the initial band begins. We'll continue to see some of those showers through the overnight hours. And even tomorrow morning looks very wet, so do look out for some very wet roadways and conditions as you head back to school and work for your Monday. You can see the darker shades showing up there, so that's that possibility for those moderate to heavy downpours at times, along with maybe even a few thunderstorms embedded in there with that. The rain continues steady, moderate to heavy at times through the late morning into the early afternoon. So it's just going to be a very wet day for our Monday. And so that's why we think those rainfall totals will eventually begin to add up with the steadier showers likely throughout a large period of time tomorrow. We're thinking 1 to 3 inches of rain. Still could have a lingering shower or storm at least through dinner time tomorrow night. But as we get later on into the evening by 11 o'clock, the rain should be done. The clouds will be moving up, but it will even get breezy behind the system. You can see some gusts at that point late tomorrow night, even behind the storms, 35 to 40 miles per hour. So yes, even once the system moves out, still going to be dealing with some windy conditions. And then at that point, with the ground as saturated as it is, we could start to get some of those trees and power lines getting knocked down. So even after the rain ends, the threat of power outages could still continue overnight into first thing Tuesday morning. We're going to have plenty of sunshine for our Tuesday, but that northwest breeze will keep things a little bit cooler. And you can see it does look like we stay breezy through most of Tuesday with some gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour. As for rainfall totals, the latest GFS has really come in heavy with this. Brought us up now close to 5 inches. I think that's overdoing it. The earlier runs had it closer to 2 to 3 inches of rain. So either way you put it, we're looking at a very high potential for some significant rainfall with this system over the next 24 hours, which is why that flooding threat looks to be the main concern. Definitely something we'll have to watch. Good news is it has been dry of late, so we can take on some of that rain, but if we start to get totals like this latest GFS model is predicting, that's when we could be dealing with some localized flash flooding and things like that throughout the day tomorrow. So definitely keep that in mind as you're out there on the roadway. So for tonight, 90% chance for those steadier showers arriving, especially as we get later on into the night and through the overnight hours, with temperatures dipping down into the low 60s. And then for your day planner tomorrow, just rounds of rain and even a few thunderstorms with temperatures pretty much steady in the mid 60s for our Monday. So again, tomorrow, first alert weather day across all of the Midlands for the possibility for the rain and storms. 100% chance for that throughout the day tomorrow. Again, should clear out late tomorrow night, so back to the sunshine Tuesday, but a little breezy still, highs in the low 60s. Valentine's Day, though, looking nice. Lots of sunshine, 62 degrees. Winds will be much lighter, so it will feel a little bit better in that sunshine Wednesday afternoon. A little bit more clouds Thursday and Friday, but still dry and a touch milder, mid 60s. And then we are looking at another chance for some rain pushing in by the following weekend, with a 60% chance for rain on next Saturday, 30% chance for some lingering showers into Sunday. But again, tomorrow is the big day that we're paying attention to. First alert weather day has been issued. Head over to wistv.com. I got the latest article up with all the information you need to know about concerning that system that'll be pushing into the region later on tonight and tomorrow. So it has all the latest details, and we'll have the latest information that we're thinking about updated through tonight and throughout the day tomorrow to make sure you're staying weather aware on what you can expect throughout the day tomorrow.